Hello and welcome back, PlayBasic Coders. Still in web mode. Let's take a bit of a look at some of the changes that have gone through. We've got most of the DB editing stuff happening, and we're going to edit different records and convert them and stuff. So you've seen the news controls, they're all pretty basic, but they work. Now we also have the source code editor, and one of the things that was missing from source codes in particular was the ability to upload attachments and then have the attachments be secure for download. That's what this week's all been about, and we'll have a look at that now. Just pick a record here. So the editor side is very plain. It's nothing, it's just the same formatting we've had all the way through. We've got two new controls, one for a gallery control, which lets you upload and manage photos for this record, and attachments is the same deal. So we can just attach a file, hit save now, and we have a file attached. These are treated as binary files, so they're not displayed. But you can have your pictures attached as an attachment rather than a gallery item. You've got to select them, then upload them. Get a list of the things there. And unlike the forum, for example, there's not a limit on the number of files. The limit is actually on the total size. Yeah, sorry. As you've seen there, we've blown the limit. So it's set quite low now to 256k, I think it is. But anyway, we can manage the attachments much the same as the images. There's a little gallery editor there. We can move the picture up or down, delete it if you need. Now the image stuff, that's pretty much complete. You can move the images around and delete them, and they are deleted on the server and put into the trash state. So the trash can be collected later on. It's not absolutely deleted at that second, just in case you delete something you didn't want to, or it's the only copy you've got of something, which has happened before. The attachments here will work the same. You can just shuffle the order around, which I never liked about things like the forum or some other solutions where they didn't let you do this. You change this. If you want that to remember those changes, you have to hit save. If I wanted to delete a file here, now I could delete it from the listing, but it would not delete or move the file to trash. That hasn't been added yet. That'll be added tomorrow or whenever. And that will pretty much complete the attachment functionality. The other thing we need is actually to display our attachments on the bottom of our record. So this is showing us a demonstration of what our record will look like. We've got our source code being phrased, our YouTube videos being phrased. But we need the attachment, so we need our gallery too. So we'll probably have an option up in here, in the gallery here, say to tell it whether you want to display the gallery on the bottom of the attachment or not, or you want to display the pictures in your gallery using the image tag inside here, which I think is a better way of doing it for things like tutorials, where you might want to have a bunch of media that's attached to your article, and then have those things use the links to images throughout the document, that kind of thing. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you, and that's the attachment stuff's taken pretty much most of the week, because we've got to convert the old format into a new format. And the way this works is that we have a display file names, and then we have the attachments stored off somewhere in a bunker, pretty much. Each different database or each different type of database can have their own attachments location. but their downloads are handled the same way as what the other secure downloads are handled through the site now. Is that you need to be logged in, and then your access level will control what you have access to. Things like, the source codes here. Once you've got an account, you'll have access to pretty much all of them, I would imagine. Unless there's something like, maybe it's for beta testing or something like that, where we're issuing things to certain people, making them available to certain people or not, or maybe there's other types of things there later. The same goes for attachments and images. The different kinds of account levels will dictate how much media you can have attached to your records, your articles. Because really, what people don't realise is that the more space I give people, the more that costs me to run the site. So I've got to be, just got to be careful that we don't explode in terms of the size, and then the cost of running the site becomes too high. So we'll need a way of managing that stuff there. I think initially what we'll have is that new users will be able to upload files that are, maybe it's 250k or whatever that's going to be, and then we'll have people who are more senior or more trusted that can upload larger files, and they're not bound by the file size themselves. They can upload a collection of small images if they wanted to, or small files that all added up to that attachment size. Then for some people who want to upload big files, that we could do that separately and have the attachments done as they're done now, actually through the request file mechanism. I do have to update our little template for displaying them, so we can have our attachments and those things added to them later. Just for a quick comparison, this is the old source code editor. Right, so that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's not very pleasant to use. In this case, there's a problem with using this old one because of the way the templating system for the website works now. Is it's inserted HTML inside here where it shouldn't have, but we've solved that problem for the main site, of course. Very simple. And the convert to database is the raw code that converts the old records to the new one. I won't do it again. But this is the basic framework these pages will take. There's other things here for managing other parts of the site. Just to give you an idea that even for a simple website, there's a bunch of maintenance things that need to go on as well. You need to be able to do those whether I'm at home or whether I'm remote, which happens more and more these days. At the moment, I can't do many things remotely, so I need to be able to manage those things through the site as much as I possibly can. As you can see here, the news editor is literally the same template as what we're just using the source code editor. But if we go to edit, a record or something, we just have a gallery attachment, which has the gallery block, but no attachment block. But the rest of them are the same for the time being. I think what I'll do eventually is I'll make like an article title editor for a form, and update the category thing here, so I can have them be more. At the moment this is just a text box, nothing special about the text box. Actually that one that's got at the moment there's simple forms of what they could be, but they need, once you've created a record and the date's been established when it was created, then we need like an edit date, and then maybe a release date too, so you could lay out posts and maybe write a few posts that you want to come out this week and next week and so on, and then just have them be done automatically for you, which would be handy, like if you know you're going to release your game or your thing on, on the first of whatever, then you could write the copy and have that ready to go, and it would automatically make that visible to people as their time zone is the first. Just small subtle things that improve the functionality for the site for you and for me. And I mean, for most people, I mean, the addition of having the damn search, is going to be a game changer. All right, that's all we want to look at for today, but we have made some big steps forward. We've got our attachments actually functioning. We've got the 3 components all working together. This is implemented as JavaScript, this stuff here. We've got the back end, we've got the request file mechanism, which is a different system that you've been using that for a long time, but I was using it for select downloads. Now it's the way we handle public downloads like this, or private downloads like updates to PlayBasic in the future. And all the existing updates that were updated probably about 12 months ago now are done. We probably should go back through now and tweak that particular display mechanism to use the same approach here, so there's a consistency across the whole thing. It sort of feels the same all the way through, even though you're dealing with different things. Yes, a few slight adjustments there. The styling thing, okay, you can adjust the styling, whatever. In the editing side, I'm not too concerned. And even though I think most people can work out what's happening with this, with articles, we do need a palette of icons or buttons that relate to what kind of things we can insert into an article. Like a size button here would be good, and a YouTube button, whatever, a code link there or something like that. That would all be very nice and handy to have. It would just make editing articles easier and getting better feedback about when things are broken, when a link's broken or something like that too. All doable, all those things are very, very simple actually, but they just improve it for everyone. All right, that's enough for me. I'll see you next time. Bye.